The best shaders working on 1.20 plus for Minecraft Bedrock. The first shader we have is by far my most used and enjoyed shader. This shader is called Define PBR. Okay, so here we are in Define PBR. The first thing I noticed in this shader is the sky looks really nice. You see they even updated the textures in the clouds. You can see the light sources throughout this entire village look super nice. And here you could even see in the grass the small little textures. Okay, so here's what the iron ore looks like. You can see it also has the depth textures in it, and here you can see what the iron block looks like. It's super reflective and the textures pop out a lot. Now here's the gold ore. You can see it's super similar and the gold block just looks even shinier. It looks super nice. And then with the diamond ore, it's the same thing as well. The diamond blocks looking amazing. And now if we come up here, again, you could see the beautiful sky and the beautiful village down there. You can see with the emerald ore and the copper ore over here, they have super nice depth to them and it looks really good. Sadly, I can't really see much on the lapis. I believe there is still some texturing. And over here, you can see the glass. You can see it reflects very well. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing. The glass reflects. Over here, you can see the ore is a lot better and you can see the depth. And right here you can see the tree. The leaves don't have any special animation, but they do have the texture, and I believe same thing with the wood. You can see the depth here. Here you can see what an animal looks like, looks super nice in the sun, and over here is the new mangrove forest. Here you can see what all the light sources look like. They all look super nice, especially the glowstone. And going over here to the mangrove forest, you can see just how nice the shadows are. You can see the grass also has texture as well. Sadly in the shade you can't really see the texture, and it's even more prominent that there's no texture on the side. But over here you can see just how nice it looks with a little patch of light, and walking down this path makes it look super nice, especially with all the falling leaves and animals. You could really see the detail in the grass in these light patches. And now here you can see all the light sources. You can see just how nice the torches look. They look super good. And if we followed this path right over here, you can see how beautiful this landscape is. Just take a look at this. Oh yeah, and there's the water. We'll get to that in just a second. Anyway, so here's how it looks in the water. It looks absolutely beautiful. You see the reflection of the water very well, and you could see pretty clearly. It does look like the squids are glitching out just a little bit though. Next up is Amazing Shader v3. Alright, so loading into this shader, you can see not much has changed, but the things that have changed make it look a whole lot better. The grass is so much more vibrant, and the sky looks pretty nice in my opinion. Sadly, there are no grass or stone textures in this pack, but one thing I am realizing is it is a full bright pack, which I didn't even know until recording this right now. But coming right up here, we could see on the tree, those leaves look super nice and super vibrant. But again, sadly, there is no difference with any of these, but they do still look pretty nice. And if we just fly through here quickly, we could see just how much nicer this shader makes the mangrove forest look. If we go right over here, just like last time, we can see the landscape again. And this looks pretty nice compared to vanilla Minecraft, but does not compare to what's coming up next. Next up, we have Kelly's RTX. Now, loading into this pack, you can see the lighting looks super nice on this. Just look at this torch. This looks super nice. The light looks amazing, and you can see there is the grass textures, but this time it also has the grass textures on the side, which I really like. And then coming into this cave, you could see it's again the same thing with the ore, and the iron blocks look super nice even compared to the Define PBR. Same thing with the gold block and the diamond block. It looks like the textures go a lot deeper, which looks super nice. And then coming up here, again, you could see with the tree, there isn't much fancy with the leaves, but they do have a bit of a texture, and the wood has the same thing. Over here, you can see how the ores have a bit less of a texture to them, but they do still look super nice. And personally, I think this glass looks even better than the Define PBR. But I think the emerald block here does look a bit worse, but the gold and the iron still look way better, and this copper also looks amazing. Coming up over here into the mangrove forest, again, you can see these light sources look amazing. This shroom light especially has a very nice color to it. And over here coming into the mangrove forest, you can see just how much this pack adds to the mangrove forest. And in the lighting here, in my opinion, this part does look a little bit worse than the Define PBR, but this part here looks pretty similar, which is very good. You can see it illuminates things a little bit better, like with that beehive there. And over here coming into this light sources, again, you can see that these look so much better, and the torches look amazing. The torches in this do look amazing, and just remember, we still do have one pack after this, and over here, again, you can see this looks amazing. Let's go down to the water. In my opinion, the water here looks even better than the previous packs, and the squids are not glitching, which could be a plus if you really like squids. Last but not least, we have Lumen RTX. Okay, so loading into this pack, the first thing I'm noticing is this wood looks super nice, and coming outside, you can see again, this looks amazing. The crying obsidian over there is especially yelling at me. And if we come this way, you can see there are actually pink birch leaves. You could turn this off, but I turned this on just to show it. But coming this way, you can see there are the grass textures, and there's actually a new full texture for the grass, make it look a lot better. And coming into the cave over here, you can see there's actually an option to make glowing ores. This could make it a lot easier to mine, especially in dark caves. And you can see it even reflects off of the gold block and the iron blocks over here. The iron blocks look pretty similar to the other packs in this video, but they do seem to have a bit rounded edges. And the gold over here also looks very similar, but it just looks a lot more reflective, which looks pretty nice. And finally, coming up here, you can see these blocks look amazing. For some reason, the lapis is glowing. I don't know exactly why, but again, they all look super nice. The emerald ore has even a different texture again, not really as deep as some of the other ones, but yeah. And the glass over here also still has that same reflective property to it. Not sure if that's a good thing, but overall it looks pretty nice. And right here, looking at this emerald ore, the first thing I'm realizing is it is super shiny compared to the other packs. And with the tree over here, it also has a very different texture, just like what they did with the grass, and the leaves look super nice. Maybe the best out of all of the packs so far. For some reason over here, all of these lights look very dim. I don't know if that's on purpose, if they're actually that dim, or it just looks like that because of the pack, but maybe we'll have to see later. Anyways, coming into here into the mangrove forest, you see again, that has the normal light thing. Again, I think it looks maybe a little bit worse than the defined PBR. I still believe defined PBR is the best. That was the first one we reviewed. You could go back to that if you want to take a look at that again. Because these little light patches are not nearly as exaggerated as they are in the defined PBR pack. Again, as usual, the torch does look super nice. But for some reason, for me, I think the little end of the torch is a little bit too bright for me. I'm not sure. But coming over here, you could see the sun looks amazing. Maybe not looking directly at the sun, but everything looks super illuminated and nice. Even down here, you can see those glowing ores. We'll have to see if we can see glowing ores in the water. And just as I thought, right here, there's some ores I had no idea were here. You could look back in the other ones, you could not tell that there were ores here. This is a very nice addition. But the water itself doesn't look as nice as the defined PBR and the Kelly's RTX pack that we just took a look at, but again, it does look pretty nice. But that is sadly the last pack. Maybe I'll make a part 2 if you guys like this video, but yeah, tell me in the comments what you guys think was the best pack, and I'll be responding and hearting every single comment on this video. So if you have something to say, just let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice rest of your day.